Oh yes, it is raining. This is what we need. Finally. Finally. Yes, this is what we need. Them beans are gonna soak it up. All right, good morning. Had to get the draper out of the way this morning from back in the manure shed. I had to hook the big 8-wheeler up to the disc, and we got to hook my brother's tractor up to the turbo till to get some of the land ready for wheat after corn. So that's what we're doing. I figured I'd walk over here and show you the beans. These were the second to last beans planted. They went 58 days without any rain, anything. So I'm just gonna show you down the edge of my yard here. So they're probably, I don't know, waist high. Right now they're a little taller in some other spots, but as far as pods go, let me turn the camera around. As far as pods go, you can see all the way to the top of the plant. Let's look down in here. So they are full of pods. I mean, look at that, full of pods. I mean, all the way up. It's just crazy how, and they're fat. It's crazy how fat the beans are already. It is crazy how, and it's all the way back. But like I said, these weren't the last, they were second to the last. We finished this farm and then we went to the home farm and finished that. I planted this, and then the home farm was the last farm that was actually planted. But I'm not gonna walk out there because I don't feel like getting wet. But I mean, you could see, well, you probably can't see with the camera, but there are pods that all the way to the top of tons of them. I mean, see, just by looking. It's crazy how, I mean, look at that. No rain for 58 days. I mean, it's just crazy. And they still grew. I mean, I just planted these trees right here the other day. I mean, look, pods all the way down. I mean, that's crazy. Considering that no rain and the beans are still looking like this. And I looked at some of the other beans on some of our other wheat ground that we had, and they look the same. They're actually a little bit taller than these, I guess because these were planted late. But the only rain we've had, last 2 days, we've had about an inch of rain in the last 2 days in 58 days. Now, the only other thing we've had is we have had morning dew, heavy fogs. And I guess them heavy fogs is what's kept everything going, because the beans shouldn't actually look this good for it not raining them many days. But they do. So, like I said, we're not doing anything with the draper. I just had to get it out of the way for so I could get it was in front of the disc in the turbo till. So we're gonna get that stuff hooked up today. I do gotta do a little bit of work too. We gotta put a belt on. Here, I'll show you. We have to put a belt on this side. It's ate up a little bit against that wall. I think it'll still go, but we'll probably end up replacing it. And then the center belt actually looks like it's getting pretty worn, if you can see. It's starting to get thin right there. So we'll probably go ahead and replace that. I got a new one sitting up there, a new belt for the corner and new belt for this. We're also putting this, it's a short section cutter bar that goes right here in the center. We got that. We're going to replace that. We replaced all the teeth all the way down on it, but this one right here, for some reason the bolts, the way they are, they won't come out of to get the teeth out. So they actually, I guess they sell the little section with the teeth already in it, because they're a different type of bolt that goes in them. So went ahead and got that because they are dull as crap. And other than that, just going over it. I'd like to put some of them flapper and bat wings on here. And I think that would help getting some of the short beans in. I mean, a Carrier air system. A Carrier air system is what you need, really. I never knew about them things, and once I seen them work, especially in some short beans, I mean, that's just a win-win all the way around. I mean, it's crazy how good them things do. But so I'll be cutting corn later today. It didn't rain enough to really affect the corn, so we'll probably just let some of the fodder dry out this morning so it goes through the header a little bit better, and get some other things done, and then we will be cutting. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I want to show you some beans that are up finally since the rain. This is one of the later farms that I planted, and they're up behind the corn. And if you can see, I mean, they're coming up beautiful all the way across the field. Still 2 months of growing, so the thing that killed us this year was the drought. But the way the beans are looking, if I can get September, October out of them, then I think they're going to at least do, I don't know, let's say 20 bushels on this farm. Hopefully, if not more. I'm saying low numbers, probably 20. They still have 2 months of growing, so we'll see what we get out of them. They sat in the ground for a long time before they decided to pop up because no moisture. But they're up everywhere, and it's a pretty big field, so if I can get something out of them, we keep getting these rains. Getting these rains, I'm going to be happy. Some spots were up early, but we just did get that decent rain. I mean, they popped up quick. We thought they were done. But this is what all the fields look like that are planted late. They're starting to come up. It's just a chance now. Hopefully we keep getting rains. I think they'll do something. We'll see in the end. You'll see in the end with me, but let's just hope so. But they're up. We do have some that came up right away on the home farm. They look really good. You know, they're a lot taller, but man, when beans look like this, you can't turbo till them under and put weed in. I mean, we can still put weed in December if we want, so we'll see what it does. We've still got the rest of September, all of October. Our frost thing always moves back a little bit, so we might not get frost till sometime in November. So if we can manage that, we're gonna get something out of these beans. I hope so. We'll see. All right, so I got the 8-wheel. Here, I'll show you. All right, guys, so I got the big girl hooked up to the big disc because we do got some ground we got to level off. So she's hooked up, and then hook my brother's tractor up to the turbo till. So everything's ready to go. Now I just got to walk up to the house and make Miss Eastern Shore Farmer mad this morning because she has to take me back up to the farm. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sure she'll be happy about that. We got the airplane here putting on cover crop. There's 2 of them here. Actually, one of them just took off. So we're going to bring one of our trucks down here and do the same thing. All right, I got pretty much the whole farm done today, so I'll show you what a road does. It'd be good and bad. Sanding, coming off some sand, getting in some good, and I'm getting back on some sand. So this is still the D1222 112-day Pioneer. This is a full pass of what she's doing. Good, bad, and everything. You'll see how I get in some sandy spots, and then I'll get in some good spots. It's just how the field does it. Big sand hill right here, so you'll start seeing her drop down probably quite a bit. And she'll start getting back in some better ground. That's what a sandhill does to your yield right there. You can see it on the colors all the way across too. And she'll start jumping back up. And you're back in a sandy spot, and it jumps back up in a good spot. It's crazy how this shows you how the ground really is versus what you think it is. Missing a row. If you look, you'll see that row, the second row in. I guess the planter was messing up there because there was nothing there. So, and here's where I opened up the field when I came in. So, let's see how it does on this round because I was only cutting 7 rows earlier. Let's see what it does here. Just did come in. Let's see what it does. This is more of a sandy part of the farm. It's not going bad. Run around rate 4.8, 5 miles an hour. Got a little swipe here that has some grass in it on this sand hill right here. Roads where I guess really didn't close up too good being it was sandy. But it is what it is. I was going to show you all over there, but it was doing, you know, 225 to 250, and everybody keeps saying that I'm showing the good, but I'm not showing the bad. So this is the bad side. So I'll show you the bad of what it's doing. This is a sandier side. It is dry, but it's doing good. So I don't have much left. Then we'll be moving to the other farm that has a 108 day, and I can't wait to show you all that. It looks good. Ears look good, so we'll see. And if it's 200 plus bushel, I can't help it. I'm gonna show you, that way you know it's a pretty good variety. So, but this right here is a good variety too. It's just, you know, I'm showing you the sandy ground. I don't want people to keep saying I'm showing the good ground. This is the sandy ground. So, I'll show you good and bad. Over there is really good long rows where it was doing good, but that's how it is. All right, so I just got moved over here and got back in this 108-day corn. And this is some impressive stuff. Very impressive. And I'm actually, I know you don't want to hear it, but there's another sand hill that I'm on. Look at the driveway. It's just sandy right here. And this is what this corn is doing. That sea salt, the 108-day corn, is some good corn. I am very impressed with this corn. And I still got 50 more acres of it, and it's all like this, I'm sure. So, I still got a huge field there too. This is some good corn. So, very happy with it. As you can see the hill right here, so I'm not lying to anybody. This is a sand hill field, and it is doing good. And if you remember, I showed you, let me get her straight here. I showed you guys summertime when I was pulling the ears off of it. And you can see how the truck's sitting right on top of the hill. But I mean, every field that we've been in that's had this variety has done this, or better. I mean, this right here is just what this is on the, I just can't believe how good it is. It's a short field, and then I got the real big field over here. Very good corn. I mean, it's just the whole way. The whole way over to it. Very impressed with it. So if you want to try this corn, it's sea consultant. I think it's a 1087. Get up with Lindy Smith. She's in Westover, Maryland. And she will hook you up, because this is the first year that we planted it. And as you can see, it's, to me, it's impressive. Now, you know, there might be people that don't think it is, but I'm very impressed with it, especially on sand. It definitely does better on sand than Pioneer does. So I'm a Pioneer guy, but this right here definitely does better. You can see where the corn is different right on top of this sand hill, and that's what it's. Now tell me that's not good. I'm impressed. You can see when I get on top of the hill how it drops down, but it's only dropping down to 180, and then it picks itself back up again. So, that's good corn. Good corn, Lindy. Thank you for letting me try it. That's the second plane coming in here. I had to get out of the way. They had the one just took off, this one just landed. These boys are rolling. We got a bunch of seed tenders, some trucks. We got another hopper coming down here now. Cover cropping at its best. Up. It don't take them long. They might be here 2 minutes and then they roll.